reported, let's just say, because no academy's going to go, oh, we have 5 people injured. You know, it's kind of like, hey, you're injured. Okay. All right, so double under counter. Couple things. So we're here. Bill goes double under, okay? See how he wants to get his hands together. I want to get my legs heavy and I want to separate his hands. So let's say if he claps his hands together, I want to be able to separate the hands right here, okay? You got to be careful because if he pulls his hand out, he'll push the knee down and then he'll pass high. However, you have an answer to the double under. So as he dives under here and he starts stacking you here, hands and your hips lift up, and then you're putting pressure on the outside and you want to hang here. You don't want to be here. You want to lift here and you want to separate here. Okay? One more time. All right. So you're here and you separate. All right. So the way that happens is when the guard closes, let's say the guard opens, he opens the guard here, and he dives under here, and you see how I slid back? I don't want to let him bring my knees here because now that becomes a lot harder. All right. So even here, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your hips up, and you're going to put pressure on this grip here as you go here, and you're able to recompose the guard. And whatever he does, but you're not getting past, and you're not getting stacked. Okay. So you have the guard closed. However, you open the guard here, and then he dives in for a double under right here. If I let him bring my knees together right here, this is a problem for me, and this is already difficult. I mean, because here, by the time I do this, he's already getting past. So you have to recognize that certain things went wrong. Okay, go back a couple steps. So as we're here, put your hands up. So as we're here, and you see him already going under right here, this is where you do this. Because sometimes you don't even let him or her put the hands together here. All right. So as he begins to get his hands together, let's say he starts scooping here. I want to do this. So as he gets his hands together here, I can begin to separate his hands, get here, and then I can begin to maybe get a loop choke or something. But the point is that I'm not getting past as a double under. So we're gonna start with that. Oftentimes also what happens is that he's not gonna be on his knees because he's gonna pick a side and he's gonna lift the leg in order to be able to drive your weight the opposite way. So if he's gonna go here, yes, right there, all right? So what happens here is that I wanna be, keep that. So he steps up. I wanna anticipate that right there as you hook that leg right there, okay? His problem is that he can't drive because this is almost like a counter to an underhook. So the more he drives, I straighten, and then it turns into a problem for him. Also, if I get this hand here, and I begin to drive this leg here, and I begin to extend this right here, it turns it into a kilo or a shoulder roll, all right? So there's a couple things that you have to be aware of, because if that becomes too late, if he claps his hands and you're walking, see, he'll have to put up a foot. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, he'll keep going, and then you keep going here. So you hook that, and you have here, and then you can get this one in, and then you can. Oh, sorry. So as he maybe lets go, you already have a butterfly guard or something as he pulls his arms out, because you don't want to have your arms exposed, especially getting tweaked. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is denying the grips, breaking the grips. So back up, sorry. So as I go here, I want to get here. See how my leg is here? If I'm here, I don't have ability to control his hips. I need to do this, and it's not this. I'm going to here because I need to drive so he can loop his right foot under my, right here, and it immediately counters it right here, which is where you have these passes here. However, he should be countering that counter. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go here. He begins to lift his, straighten the legs all the way, right here, and he's right here. Okay, and go back to an open guard here. Get on the hips, collar, sleeve, whatever it may be. Okay. If you get the grip here, lift the legs and straighten the legs. Yes. Right there, and back to an open guard, okay? You want to be able to move your hips as you pull the arms, hands across like to your hip, and you're pulling them down to the mat. And not just out, because you don't want my hands out, you want my hands going down, because it torques my shoulders also. Because the legs are chopping down on the inside of my elbows, right? So as we're, let's say, you're gonna clap your hands right here, and first thing he does, see how his knees are bent? Yes, lift your hips. Yes, because that puts a lot of pressure right there. All right, because here I want to posture up, and I'll give this up because I don't want to have my hands and arms exposed, because that's a lot of pressure, and you'll feel it. If I do this, and my leg's not up, I don't have really anywhere to go from here. Because no matter where I go, I gotta go here. And if I tilt them, straighten your legs.
Oh yeah.
Yes, open the hands, twist your hips. And I'll posture up because I don't wanna be in there, because if my head's still here, he can just grab a collar here, pull me in, and then it's a loop choke. And you may get out of it, you may not, but why put yourself in worse situations? Okay? You made an attempt, failed, go back and start over, okay? Nobody said that you constantly have to keep going and compromising your position, okay? So what you're gonna do is the bottom person is gonna have a leg up. You're gonna go here. So he's gonna straighten his legs, yes. And he's gonna hit, yes, right there. Yes, and 4 points of contact. And you have to get collar, sleeve, double sleeve, whatever it may be. I don't care. As long as 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, make sense? So one more time. So let's say I go here. He gotta lift this hip and yeah, and straighten your legs. Yes, yes, right there. Yes, right here. Yes, you see, because now I can't get quite past it. So from here I'd have to go 1, here, here, and then back up. Nobody said I have to keep going forward. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. You're straightening your legs.